பண்ணிருக்கானே எனக்கே தெரியல.
மேம் நான் தான் மேம் சுப்லட்சுமி தான் லாகின் பண்ணிருக்கேன். உங்களோடதுல தான் இப்ப ரெக்கார்ட் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிருக்கேங்க மேம்.
மேம் ஓகே மேம்.
அட்மின் கொடுக்கறதுக்காக உள்ள வந்தேன் மேம்.
ஓகே மேம், யூ கேன் ஸ்டார்ட்.
மேம் வெளியில ரீலோட் ஆயிருச்சு மறுபடியும். ஒரு நிமிஷம் மேம். லோட் ஆகுது.
பிஜி காலேஜ் ஆஃப் ஆர்ட்ஸ் அண்ட் சயின்ஸ் பெரியனால பண்ணியா?
ஓகே மேம் ஸ்டார்ட் ஆயிருச்சுங்க மேம்.
மேம் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிடலாம் மேம். இந்து மேம்.
மேம் ப்ளீஸ் கொஞ்சம் ஒரு 5 minutes வெயிட் பண்ணுங்க, ஒரே ஒரு செகண்ட்.
ஓகே மேம். ஓகே.
Madam, am I audible?
Audible, sir.
Yes, sir.
Shall we start?
இந்து மேம் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிக்கலாங்களா?
ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிக்கோங்க மேம். பர்வதா மேம் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிக்கோங்க.
Okay.
ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிக்கலாம் மேம்.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. A very pleasant morning to one and all present over here. I, on behalf of the management and the entire fraternity of the college, welcome you all for the 6th day online FIP on Biostatistics and R Programming. Now I call upon Mrs. M. Indumati ma'am to give the recap of 1 to 5 days of FIP. Welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Very good morning to all. It is a glorious day. This is a wonderful session, and I am so impressed with the skilled, and I am so impressed with the skilled professional assembled here in this meeting. I am privileged and humbled to take this opportunity to recall the previous sessions. The first 2 days, Dr. R. Jayashankar opened the webinar by providing an overview of biostatistics and introduction. He recalled the webinar of biostatistics and introduction. He explained the main purpose of the descriptive statistics to provide a brief summary of samples, the measures of and the measures of dispersion. The third day, Dr. R. Muthukrishnan presented the keynotes address on the basis of R programming. He discussed the basic concept using the statistics related with the best suitable examples. I assure that today's session was very interesting and useful for us. So I hand over to our session to Mr. Muthukrishnan sir. Over to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Dear faculty, தெரியாது டென்ஷன் ஆயிட்டு கிடக்குறாங்க எது வேலை செய்ய டென்ஷன் இருக்கு ஏன் ஒரு இது
Dear participants, please mute your mic.
என்ன நாம என்ன
SVP sir, kindly mute your audio, sir.
So let us study that. I think some of the participants actually they don't know about the matrix and scalar, vector. Since the non-mathematics participants, very difficult to understand. I heard that feedback. But it is not at all problem. This is scalar, vector, matrix. So it is nothing but how to store the value. Simply, suppose you are saying the value 50. It is nothing but in mathematics we can call it as scalar method. If in non-mathematics, please understand the concept. Then only it is very easy to do data analysis in our software. You are storing one particular one data point in one variable. Then you can recall that variable anytime. For example, see the left-hand side screen, I am giving s equal to 50. Then whatever you can type s as it is nothing but the 50. S contains the value 50. In mathematics, we can call it as just scalar. The name of this data point, this contains only one data point. Similarly, suppose if you have more than one data point, you can combine all the data points. Now you see, what is this? You combine more than one data point. So this V is nothing but that box contains 4 data points. So previously we have given only one data point. Now we have 4 data points and stored in a variable named as V. So only one data point in mathematics we can call it as scalar. Similarly, if you combine all the data points in one dimension, since we have only one group of data points, so it is nothing but in mathematics it is called a vector. Please understand. Okay. So one data point we can store multiple data points in a single variable. So this is your vector. We can call it as in mathematics it's a vector. Then we can combine more than one vector into one big data file. For example, V1 is equal to V 32, 34, 35, 36. Now V2 is equal to. Please, you can also type in your system and check the result. So now you see, I have 3 vectors. That means 3 data points. Okay, V1, V2, V3. Now we can combine all these in the form of data frame. For example, I am creating the new data frame, data dot frame, see the command, V1, V, actually it's case sensitive, V1, V2, V3. Now I can run all these in this left-hand side. This is your console window. You can interact with R in the left-hand side window. Now you see what is DF? The DF contains V1, V2. Now it is clear. S is nothing but one data point. It has one data point. V is nothing but 4 data points. That means the data points combined together. That is nothing but vector. Then all the vectors are combined together. Then we make a data frame. So please make understand. This is very basic. Without that, we can't do the data analysis. So one data point, we combine more than one data point in one vector. Then we can combine more number of vectors into one file that is called data frame. So the data frame contains more than one vector. Simply we are telling the word scalar, vector, data frame. Similarly, the matrix. Matrix is nothing but you can form into rows and columns. You see here, how many rows are there in the data frame? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 rows, 3 columns. This is vertical represents column, horizontal represents rows. That's all. horizontal represents rows. First row, second row, third row, fourth row. Vertical, first column, second column, first column. So this data frame contains 4 rows, 3 columns. Similarly, we can make the construct a matrix in the form of matrix. Here, each vector is a homogeneous set. Suppose if you want to add one more thing, you can add. For example, V4 is equal to, okay, you can give the name. You can give the name. Let's see. Value. Now, this is one vector. You see, it's another vector, but this vector contains 3 characters. Description, volume, okay. So this is your V4. Now I will take this also, V4 here. Okay. So we need to get, there is a mistake, comma is there. We need to get comma, V4. There is a mistake element, comma, unexpected comma is there. One, two, three, four. See, you need to put combine. Okay, please make a note. You need to combine all the data points. You see here, there are 4 data points combined together. Similarly, here there are 4 data names. You need to use the command combine. That is very important function. Okay. So here the error is change that error. That means you need to combine. Instead of 1 data point, here there are 4 data points are there. Okay. Therefore, you will see the combine. Now V4 is also combined. So actually, we can add the data frame, data dot frame. Already data frame contains 3 columns. Now we can add 4th column also. Okay. Now you see the 4th column with 2 Christian body like that. So here it is a number. This is the name. So this is nothing but the data frame. You can add more number of columns here. Okay. But it should be in equal length. It should be in equal length. 4, 4, 4, 4 like, or 5. Like, okay. So this is nothing but the data frame. Please use a scalar vector data frame. Another one is already told you the matrix, which consists of the again the name. We can create how many matrix, how many rows you want, how many columns you want. This horizontal represents rows, vertical represents columns. Let us see, we can create one matrix, n is equal to. You can give any name. Okay. The command is matrix. What is the command for that one? Matrix of compile. I can give the value 23, 25, 24, 26. So for 2 students, please listen, 2 students, the corresponding 5 subject marks. 3, 5, 7, okay. Then we can give 2 more subject marks. Now you see, there are 10, 3, 3, 6. Then 2 students, 5 subject marks. Okay. So 2 students means first row is the first student, second row, second student. Okay. Then you can, so how many marks? 5 subject marks. So number of columns we can make it as 5. You need to give like that. Number of, or simply you can give number of row equal to what will happen. You see here. So we are creating the matrix. Please listen. See here, matrix. 5 to the first 5 marks, next 5 marks, we can create 2 rows. Okay. So what is M? See here, first student. It will take the first 23, 25 is the first column. Next 23, 25 is the second column. 25, 26, third column. 25, 23, fourth column. 43, 54, sixth column. So actually the first 5 is the first student mark. Next 5 is the next student mark. So in such a way, if you want, you can take in such a way. So simply you can change this number of rows. Instead of number of rows, number of columns equal to 5. Then take the values row wise. That's why Yesterday I given this sum. Okay. Now what is M? You see here M. First 5 marks, first student's mark. You see, first student. Next 5 marks, second student. That's why use number of columns, take number of columns, 5 columns. Then consider the mark as row. See the previous one, if you use this one row number of columns, by default it will take number of rows 2 means first 2. First one is first row, second one is second row. Again third one is first row, fourth one is second row. Okay. So in such a method you can create the matrix. Okay. So scalar, vector, data frame, matrix. Another one is a list. List is nothing but what you can create a list, but it's a heterogeneous concept. For example, 43, 53, 45. So here, first component, the list of the first component contains this one. Then LT is equal to combine. You need to use the combine function. Okay. Now you see, the second component consists of 4 elements. The third component, you can give like that. So we can form a group of the components using the command list of L1, L2, L3. Okay. So this is a command we are going to type it in the left hand side. Okay. Just I'm copying this and pasting here. Now what is L? See here. Okay. But what is the difference between data frame and list? Data frame is between equal length, but each vector can be an unequal length. Okay. So this is very much important for you, the basic concept. Now, today we are going to see the further concept. That means, what are the functions available? Then, how will you read and write the data file from R from other software? How to import the data from other software in R. Similarly, how to export the data in R. After that, we are going to explore the data analysis. That is visualization of data. Then summary statement. So these are the concepts we are going to discuss today. Please listen. Okay. Now, before that, you all understand some basic operators. Actually, yes, hyphen grade 1. Suppose yes less than 10. It is also valid in R. Similarly, suppose if you want to assign 65 to some other value. Yes. Okay. So this also we yesterday discussed. So this is nothing but what? A 10 is assigned to the variable A. What about next one is 65 is assigned to B. So we stored the value 10 into the box A. What is the value of A? Here, what is the value of A? 10. What is the value of B? So this is nothing but the equal operator, assignment operator. You can use either this one or this operator. Okay, please make it. So this is the operator. These two are also called the operator. The assignment operator. You make it. Then, so what is the value of B divided by A? This is a B value is 10. A is 10, B is 65. So 65 by 10, 6.5. This as usual we are using this operator division. Suppose if you want to find out the quotient of that operator, then you need to use the command, which is a B percentage sign. Now you see, it is nothing but the quotient. B divided by A 6.5. The remainder value. It displays the remainder value. Okay, 6.5. So 65 divided by 10, the remainder value is 5. Okay. Suppose if you use this operator, percentage plus percentage, what will happen? 6. So you see the 3 different type of operator. This is the actual operator. This one is the remainder operator. Then use these 3 operators to get the quotient. Okay. So this is quotient. From this you can get the remainder. This is actual DC value. So these 3 are very much useful for writing your R code. Okay. Then another operator is percentage symbol multiplication percentage symbol. It is nothing but actually the matrix multiplication. You can perform the matrix multiplication using this operator. Actually, normal multiplication operator is asterisk mark. It's normal multiplication. When you perform matrix multiplication, you have to use the dot symbol in between the percentage symbol. Okay, so make a note. This is nothing but the portion. It will give the portion. This will give the remainder. This is the actual division operator. So you should know these basics. Okay, then the colon operator is also very much useful for you. Please see the colon operator. You can generate the data. Colon operator is nothing but what? Create a data. Create a sequence like that. Create sequence. For example, I will give here 1 to 10. Please see left hand side. I will give 1 to 10. So what the value? 1, 2, 3, 10. If you want to generate 1 to 100, immediately it will display 1 to 100 the value. So it's very much useful for writing the programming code. Okay. This is then next one is percentage symbol in percentage symbol. That means in mathematics we are giving belongs to the symbol. Okay. Suppose I will clear it. So what is the value of these here? Already 50, 40, 30 here. As we have created this. Suppose we want to whatever the object we created, that's the type L, let's say, open here. That means list of objects we have created during this session. It will display the list of objects we have created during this session. This is A, B, T, F, L, L, N, L, T, F. This kind of object we have created. Okay. So what is the object? What is the value in the object V? 50, 40, 30. Okay. Now I am going to find out using this symbol. What is that? Whether 10 is belongs to. Please listen. 10 in that means belongs to V. Question is what? 10 is there in V or not? The V contains 10 or not. This is my question. So it will display the result. False. 10 is not there. 10 is not there in the vector V. Suppose if you want, you can see that one. 30. Let us see. Whether 30 belongs to V or not. Yes, V. So if you get, it will give the Boolean operator. True, false. So please make these are the important operators we are going to use during our data analysis. Okay. Similarly, one more operator, make a note, we will discuss later. Okay. Formula operator. Dollar sign. Dollar sign. That means we can take some index. List indexing. This is very much useful for list indexing. And also you see the left in your keyboard, the left hand side tilde symbol is there. It is very much useful for constructing the formula. Please see the tilde symbol is there. Very much useful for constructing formula. Okay. So these are the operators frequently we are going to use while performing our data analysis. So till now you can ask any queries. Is there any? Okay. Now you see. Suppose 1:100. What will happen in the left hand side? See the left hand side 1:100. It will display 1 to 100. The same thing we can write like that. Please see the right hand side sequence 1,100. What will happen? Sequence 1,100. That is an operator. Sequence operator. Okay. You put right here sequence 1,100. The same thing we can do. But in the same sequence operator, if you want to, you can multiply to 2, it will give a result. That is odd number by 2, increment by 2. 1, you see, 1 first, the next number is 2, 3, next number is 5, like that. So 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So you are giving the increment operator. Okay. Suppose if you want to change this, if you want to multiply of 5, you can generate the sequence multiple of 5. 1, 6, 11, 16. Okay. Suppose if you want to generate start from 0, what will happen? You see here 0, 5, 10 is a multiple of 5. So likewise, we can generate So this is nothing but if this country. So this, suppose you can assign SA is equal to, you can assign this data equal to, okay, data equal to sequence. So it is the sequence, that means 0, 5, 10 is stored into one variable DA. So what is DA? DA is 0, 5, 10, 15, 20 like that. Okay, so you can store like that. Without storing, you can see the result in the screen itself. If you want, you can create that object by storing this value. So the sequence is also very much important for doing your analysis. Similarly, the next one operator, please see that operator, repeat 1 10 times. Here in the left hand side, this is for your reference. I am typing the right hand side. Okay, it is not necessary. You can write it directly here. So repeat, just like the English word I am using. Okay, repeat 1 to 10. That means 1 10 times. So simply repeat 1 10 times. If you want, you can store it. You can store it in a box. That is, we need it. When doing your analysis, it is very much needed. So just type what you will get it. Repeat 1 time like that. 100 times. So you can use this command repeat. Sequence, okay, repeat, see the execution. The usage of sequence operator and then a sequence function and repeat function. Another one is very much important. Even you can use here repeat in the form of character. Suppose you want to create the data file, then you are typing mail 100 times. So it's very difficult to type every 100 times. So simply you can put mail 100 times. You see here, it will display. Then you can store it, the mail, email, like that. Okay. So no need to type every time. You can every time. Use these functions, we can create the data file. Okay. Then another one is the combination of these two, sequence and repetition. Another one is the combination of these two. That is generating level. For example, suppose I will create 2 times 1 and 2. That means male, female. Suppose you consider 2. That means the first number represents 1 to 2. If you put it 5, then it is 1 to 5 like that. Okay. Then 5 times each number I want to create 5 times. Then I can give a label. Label is equal to combine male, female. Okay. If you want to, you can just first type how will work. 2, 5, 10. This is 2, 5, 10. It is the generating level is nothing but the combination of sequence and repeat. So 1, 2, just 1, 2. So 1 5 times, 2 5 times. Okay. This is here the reference side. GL 1 2 1 2. If you put it 2, it takes some 1 on it. Okay, 1 2 2. If you put it 5 here, then it is nothing but what? 1:5. 1 2 3 4 5 like that. Okay. With 2, so each 5 times. So total 10 times. Now you see 1 1 1 1 5 times, 2 2 2 5 times. Okay. So instead of put 1 1 2 2, we can make it as male and female. That's why I'm giving the label for each. So 1 represents male, 2 represents female. Let us see this. See here, first 5 male, next female. So likewise, you can create the data 5. So these are the functions are available to create the data very easily instead of typing every time male, female. Like that. Okay. So the next one is the getting data from a vector or matrix. You already know. So what is the here? What is the W contains 40 31. Okay. So if you want to select the third element from that data file, so we square bracket, please make square bracket 3. Then it will display the third position. Display the value of third position. Like in your matrix, what is your M? This M contains this matrix. Okay. Suppose if you want to select the second row, fourth column. What is second row, fourth column? It is 43. So for that, you see second row, fourth column. So the first represents row, second represents column. That means horizontal. The first represents the horizontal position. The second represents the vertical position. Suppose if you want to select the value of second row, fourth column, you need to give 2, 4. Now you see 43. So this is two subscripts are there. Previously, we have only one subscript. Since it's only one dimension, we can like start. Then we can add it since it was two dimension. Row is there, column is there. So likewise, you can extract the data using the square bracket. The square bracket, you can extract the data from the vector as well as the number. Okay. So still now, if you have any queries, you can ask me, no problem. Okay. For example, let us say I'll take the sample. Next to 140. Next to, please listen. Suppose 1 colon 100. That is the result 1 to 100. Am I correct? The same thing, I want to select 10 samples from this 100. Okay. Suppose if you assume this is a population. The population consists of 100 units. I want to select only 10 units from this population. So many sampling techniques are there, simple dynamic sampling, stratified dynamic sampling, cluster sampling are there. So simply, I want to select 10 samples from this population. What is the command we are going to use? Please see the right hand side and typing here. If you want to, you can work it in your laptop. Sample 1, 100. Select only 10 values. Please see 1 to 100. It represents 1 to 100. Select 10 samples. Okay. So what's the command we are going to use? Sample. Please listen. Everything is assigned as a function. Okay. So I will take this one. See here. So the selected samples are 70. It's a simple random sampling technique. 70. The 70th position selected. Then 35 position selected. 62, 11, 87, 43, like that. Is it clear? So in such a way that you can select a sample. Suppose if you want to select only 5 students, 5 participants from the list. So you see 86th position, 21st position, 17, 17. So sample command is also very much useful for selecting a sample from your data set. Okay, sample data points from the data. Okay. Okay. Here also, suppose if you want to assign the sample values may be assigned in, suppose let us take SS. So what is SS? The SS consists of the samples 3, 3, 6, 10 samples. The SS contains 10 samples selected from this population. Okay. So I want to find out how many of this is above 50. Above 50. So first use this SS. Then above 50. SS greater than 50. We see what is the value which contains greater than 50. That value is to be printed here. This is a 50, above 50, 55, 56, and 67. These are the observation. Suppose if you want to below 50, how many? So you can use the less than symbol, greater than symbol, everything. But here you need to use the square bracket. Since you are typing the particular value from the array. So it is nothing but you can say it is also in mathematical term array and term is the array. So array of numbers here. So from that you can select, you have to use this square bracket. So these are the very basic. Please make a note, very much useful for you. Okay. Now next I'm going to use the next concept is other built-in function. Other built-in function. Suppose you know 49. What is square root of 49? Or you can store it n equal to 49. Okay. So the value n is equal to 49. I want to find out the square root of this value. So simply you can put SQRT, English word, English letter, SQRT is square root of n. What is square root of n? Or square root of 100, what is the square root of 100? 10. So likewise you can use this function. It is input function, it is available in your okay. Suppose E is equal to 6.5. E is equal to 6.5. E equal to 65.6. Let us say. E is equal to 65.6. I want to round this value. Instead of we need a rounded value of this number. So what is the procedure to round this? Round the corresponding value. How much decimal places you want? I want to know decimal places. So simply type. It's rounded. The value is rounded. Or you can give directly the value here. Suppose 45.3. What is the result? 54.3. What is the result? It gives the value 64. Similarly, You can get it floor. Floor 54.3. That's the value. Anyone? Floor. So it's contained. Okay. Similarly, you can find the ceiling. These are the functions that just like the English word you can get it. It is 55. That is next to nearest integer. This is the lowest to next integer. 54.3 it excludes the fraction. So 54. Here it adds the next integer. So 55. Floor, ceiling, round. These are the functions are available. Please make a note. Round. Okay. Then floor. Then ceiling. So these are the functions are available. You can. Next, I want to find out the product. Please listen. What is the value of 1 to 5? So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. You want to multiply all these values. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How will you multiply? Simply use the function. Please make a note. Product of 1 colon. So it will be 120. The product is another function. Okay. Simply you can multiply the given value. Okay. The next one is another function is some mathematical function. It's a factorial. Instead of factorial. This function is also there. If you want to calculate 3 factorial, that means 3 factorial means what? 1 into 2 into 3. Just to multiply 3. That's all. If you put it 3, that means it multiplies a multiplication. Okay. So product factorial 3. This is a 6. Similarly, if you put 5 here, that means what? 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5. Just to multiply, you will get 120. So likewise, this is another command, very much useful for mathematicians. Okay, for writing 4. Factorial is another command. Another one is command, the permutation combination is there. Permutation combination, they may call it as NCX or NCR. That is binomial coefficient. You need to give N, you need to give S, then it will give the value. The combination, permutation combination, that is a part. What is the corresponding command to compute the permutation combination? Choose, please explain. Choose 5 comma 2. That means, what is the value here? You are using 5 C 2. Okay, 5 C 2. Okay, 5 C2 means 5 factorial. It's a purely mathematics. Please understand, it's a pure mathematics. So it will give 5 factorial divided by 3 factorial, then multiply by 2 factorial. Okay, to your left hand side. Okay, so that's all. So this is very simple. Please make a note. These are some mathematical. Yes, no query. The next, for writing the program, little bit programming concept is needed. So for that, I am going to give NRC. Okay, please. For example, x is equal to 66. One student got the average mark is 66. Let us say mark average is equal to mark is equal to 66. So what is the mark? The box comes. Whether the student passed or failed. Suppose if it is more than 50, we can say pass. Less than 50, we can say fail. So for that, just you are writing the code, please see, just like the English language. If those who are computer science mathematics, they know this control structure. Okay. If we are giving the condition, mark greater than, this is your symbol, mark greater than 50. Okay. You can type greater than 50, then you can type mark. Okay. Else. Okay. You see the result pass. Suppose I will change the mark 16. Now you see the result fail. So just like that in English language, you can write your own program. If mark the particular value is greater than 50, pass. Else fail. Like that, you can write your very basic programming. Okay. Similarly, another one structure. Control structure. So here I am using the control structure is like that. Okay, this is one control structure. The next one is for control structure. Please see. Just like that in this language. Suppose if you want to print a group of statements 10 times, then you can write the code. You can write the code. For example, I'm writing the code here for I in 1:10. Then I can give the print statement print programming. Suppose I want to print this 10 times. Okay. So you need to use whole project. Within that only you need to write. So see this. Okay. The Curl project is there, and here in Curl project is to be parenthesis. So please make a note. Parenthesis we are using in some places parenthesis, in some places square bracket, that is array concept, then curly bracket. Okay, all these are very much important writing your programming tool. Okay, so here open parenthesis and close parenthesis. After that you are giving open curly bracket, close curly bracket. This is the function. Okay, this is small for R code. You see here on the left hand side. This 10 times it will be taken. Whatever the information you are giving, it is 10 times. Okay, so that this type of statements, many more statements are available in R. Please go through the literature for further. Okay, so this is the control structure. Next, I'm going to deal about one function. After that, we will move on to the visualization. Okay, suppose your data. For example, 2 that is y is equal to 2x plus 5. Okay. Suppose x is equal to 5. What is the value of y? What is the value of y? Okay. Suppose x is equal to 10. What is the value of y? This is the function 2x plus 5. Put x equal to 5. What will happen? 2 into 5, 10. 10 plus 5, 15. So the value of y is 15 and x is equal to 5. Okay. When x is equal to 10, we put it 10 here. 2 into 10, 20. 20 plus 5, 25. So the for that you need to write small function. Small function you will get it. So for that you see here, doing your research is part is important. Creating a function. So repeated block statement will be executed using this function. Okay. For example, I'm creating a function f is equal to. Now what the keyword you are creating the function. Function of x. What is the function you are creating here? That is 2 star x plus 5. This part you are doing 2 star multiplication. Okay, that's all. Okay, now I copy this one. Here, see right side. So no error. So what is f? F is nothing but the 5. Now you see here f of 5. What is f of 5? 15. That means x equal to 5. You put 5, then it gives the value 15. Suppose f of 10. F of 10. So no need to call the function again. Simply you can use the function name. No need to define the function. So this function is already defined. What is f of 10? It is nothing but you put x equal to 10, 2 into 10, 20 plus 5. So it returns the value. The function returns the value 25. The 25 is stored is here. So it display automatically. So whatever you want. If suppose x is equal to, you put x equal to 100, then it is 205. So likewise you can create more number of functions. So this is user defined function. But all these are built-in functions. This is a built-in function. We use a square root. Square root also we use it. This is built-in already functions created within the all. But we can create our own function. That's why it is called user defined. So this is only one argument. You can use x to y. Then you can use two arguments and more than. Okay. So the next part. how to read the data file from R to R. Read the data from Excel. I'll get it. So import and export data, that is part of your ninth part. Okay. So the actual 8 power, the ninth point is import and export data, the 10th topic is usually okay. Now we see, I'm going to create the data within R. Please make a note. Within R, how to create the data. For example, let us take data file 1. I'm going to create data file 1. See here, edit. Actually, we discussed data frame. Let's come into close. See here, left hand side. This is the command we are going to use to create a data file within data frame. Okay, edit. Then the corresponding value is stored in data 1. You can give any name of the file. This is the name of the file. Okay, or you can put it exercise 1, exercise 2, whatever. Okay, now you see one look like Excel, but we can't perform any Excel also. Now, you see here, I can give here the similar selection.
Ma'am, Indu ma'am.
Ma'am, சொல்லுங்க மேம்.
Ma'am.
மேம். ஹலோ, கேக்குதுங்களா?
Attendance link கேக்குறாங்க ma'am. Okay.
Okay, okay.
I'm here only ma'am.
Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Sir? Sir? Yeah. Visible,
Sir, little
Sir?
bit loud, sir.
Voice is not audible, sir.
Sir, your voice is not audible, sir.
Okay. Now it's okay. So see that we are creating a file in R. See here, 13, 12, 12, 14, 15, 10. Okay. So we can give the name for that one, hemoglobin. It's a numeric. Okay. Close it. Similarly, you can give here gender, character. When you put it here, male, male, female, male, female, female. Okay. Like this, you can give the value. We can also generate more data without using this one. We can generate very easily the data. Data can be generated very easily. I will tell you. Okay. So I will expose this thing. Now, what is the data one contains? Here, the hemoglobin content and the gender. There are two variables there in data file. Okay. If you want to save this data file in our system, so simply issue here write dot table. Write dot table. What's the file name here? Name of the file. You can give any name. Write table. Hemoglobin. Just like that, you can give the name. Actually, the data one is a file. Then hemoglobin. You are giving the file. The name of the file you are going to say. File equal to hemoglobin dot txt. Okay. Then if you want to separate it by tab, then you have to give the simple separated by /t. You see here. So I'm going to store this file. I typed here in R itself. Okay. So I'm going to store this file in the form of text format. We can read this data file in the notepad. That's why I'm giving the name text.txt. Okay. Just enter. Now the file name is there. Where the file name is stored? You need to check first get working directory. So it is available in the C user recipe document, something like that. Okay. So I want to see the file from here only. Otherwise, we can set the directory using this command. Change the directory. Okay. You can see. The right format, I will share my entire screen, then only it will look clear. Okay, I will share my entire screen. Now you can see the data file where it is stored. File, change directory. Okay, you can change your working directory. For example, I'm going to use this USP, that USP from RVS. Okay, that RVS I click here. Okay. Now you can see whether the data file is there or not. You see visible RMKG, then you see RVS, then RVS. Okay, data file. Write it here. Use this command. Okay. Now you see that working directory, it is there, CRVS. So in that folder, you can see that file, whether it is stored or not. So write dot table, this is the command to store your file. The file name is hemoglobin concept. Okay. Now we can see that file already there. You see the hemoglobin text file is there. Another, just to open the file, see the hemoglobin, then the here, this is the first here. Okay, 1 to 10, 10 participants, hemoglobin center is there. Okay. There are 10 participants hemoglobin number according to gender. So likewise, we can create a file. Okay. Now I want to create a word instead of table, instead of text, I can create one Excel file, comma separated value. Please see write.csv. Please make a note. Write.csv. So here I can put it CSV, comma separated value. If you want to XLS or XLSX, okay, the extension Excel file, that's also possible. You need to import some packages, read Excel, write Excel. You need to import some of the packages for that. But this is also look like your Excel sheet. You see here, write.csv. Another file name is write.csv. Then no need to put it this here. So here header is there. Okay, you need to give instead of tab, you can put it header. Since the first row contains header, hemo and gender is the header file. Header of this column, this is the header of this column. So the header name is there. That's why we are using header is equal to true. So take the data one and store it in the form of Excel form. This comma separated values. Okay. Now enter. For that, unused argument header is equal to true. Just here. Okay, type it. Okay. So write.csv data one file hemoglobin. Let us see whether it is there or not in our folder. Please go to this folder. You see here the hemoglobin. We have created the file. Okay. We have created hemoglobin. That's it. So it will look like Excel. But it is a one type of Excel sheet. Comma separated value. Okay. So likewise we can write. Okay. Next we can read a data file. Please make a note the command what we use write dot table. Write dot table. We use the command and then one is write dot csv. Okay. Next we are going to read a data file from the drive. So let us see the drive. See the drive. Let us see some data files here. Now you see the various data files there. Let us take this blood group on data file, then star COG, various data files are there. Okay. Let us import the data for our working purpose. Let us import the data. Okay. So let us see, we'll take any one file. For example, first we see the comma separated value. This also MS Excel sheet. This is MS Excel in the form of 90 but dot XLS. This is dot Excel sheet. This is dot XLSX sheet. Microsoft Office 2016. Okay. So like that, the different form of Microsoft Excel is there. Okay. Let us take this dema.de. This is one biological data set. We can take the data file and import the data file into R. You see the file name dema.ce. It is there in that folder. Okay. Let us go to that R software. Then how to import the data. So you see here now data and type is here data key. Read. Please take read.csv. You are taking read.csv. What's the file name? What's the file name? dema.cr. Dema.cr. In that, the header is there. That header is there. For example, before that, you can see that file where it is. Just double click. See the Excel file. See here. Number of pregnancy, glucose, each patient. Okay, each patient, whether some diabetes there or not. So this what is that? DEMA. It's a diabetes related data. Okay. So glucose level, blood pressure level, skin rate, body mass index, then some other function, age is there. Okay. Type diabetes is there or not. Okay. So likewise, the data contains from 200 persons. Okay, is 200. 201 means the first row is nothing but what? Header. We want to import this data file into R and do for our analysis. Okay, let us close this one. Now we see that R. So, so demand dot trace error in file. Why this demand trace is not there? You see, actually the file extension is CSV. Demand dot trace. File name is demand dot CSV. What is the extension of the file name? CSV. Okay. No such directory. So you need to change the exact directory. What is our directory? The file name, it is there. G, then RVS. In that one RVS is there. Okay. Okay. So now you see what is our working directory? Get working directory. See RVS within that folder, one more RVS. That folder. Okay. Now move up arrow. It is there. So now you see the data to. So you have loaded. Please listen. You have loaded the data for your working purpose. How you loaded? Using the command read.csv. Okay. See here, this is CSV file. Okay. Suppose if you want to read the text file, for example, this is one text file. MREG. MREG. The text file. If you want to read, that is also possible. You see that I want to read the file from the directory. So what is it? Let us say some third data. Okay. Read dot text file. Text file you need to read using the command C table. What's the file name? MREG dot text. MREG dot text. Okay. Now you see what is data 3? Let us see. Category yield. So it's a yield of a particular crop. First category, the corresponding yield, rainfall, soil type, fertilizer, irrigation, automata, some functions are there. Okay. So this file contains 15 data. Okay. So you can read the data text, notepad data you can read Excel data, you can read the Excel with various forms, 93 Excel, 2000 Excel. Okay. So likewise you can import the data from, even you can import the data from other software, SPSS data file, Minitab data file, that is also possible. Okay. So what is the command to import? Text file, read table. What is the command to import? Comma separate available CSV. Similarly, if you want to read Excel file, read underscore Excel. Like that you can read, that is also possible. Similarly, write underscore Excel. You need to import some certain packages for that. Okay. For this one, you need to load the package. What is the command of the package? Please make a note. That one, library, read Excel. It's a separate package. It is not loaded in software. You need to load this from the internet. You can download this software and install and load. Then only these functions will be executed. Okay. You can read the Excel files in the form of Excel sheet or Excel spreadsheet, whatever it is. You can read using this command. Okay. If you know exactly, then you can use this command. Read underscore Excel X5 or read underscore XLS. You see the extension. So various extension files. So this for that you need to import this package. Read package as well as the write package is also there. Write Excel. Read and write Excel. Okay. Just like that English word only. Read, write. So just like that.
அதனாலதான் நான் யோசிச்சேன், இல்லைன்னா அது ரெண்டுல ஏதோ ஒன்று எடுத்துக்கலாம், இல்ல வேற பக்கம் பார்க்கலாம். நீ அதுலயே நின்னையா? ஓகே.
Kindly mute your mic, ma'am.
Subbulakshmi ma'am.
Hello.
Sir, you can continue. Sorry for the disturbance, sir. You can continue.
So I think the third part is so till now we learned how to import and export the data. Please see my screen is visible. Yes,
Yes, sir, visible, sir.
the word file is visible.
Word file download and install R. It is visible, sir.
So now you see, so these are the concepts we learned till 9th chapter. Now let us start with the visualization of data. Another 15 to 20 minutes. Okay. So after this I will wind up. Okay. Next part is descriptive statistics, hypothesis, regression, classification. And next we will see in the next class. So now let us start with the visualization of data. How to visualize our data. So import and export data is slower. Okay. Built-in function is slower. Right. Now you see. So how to visualize our data. So let us start with some very basic stuff. Okay, let us start with very basic. For example, let us take that what is hemoglobin? It is there or not? Hemoglobin. Or we can type it hemoglobin is equal to what is the value? Let us type 13, 14, 15, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, 10, 100. Okay, so see here. So what is this is our data? Hemoglobin. How many data points are there? How many data points? You can use the command the length of hemo. Please make a note. Length of hemo. Length of hemo. 9 data points are there. Please make a note. 9 data points are there. Okay. We want to display this data file. Suppose you can see this data file. What will happen? Plot. Here you see the plot right hand side. What's the command I use? Plot. So you see almost all the data is here. You see y-axis, it represents hemo. This is x-axis, the index. There are 9 data points, but you see one data point is here. So look at the visualization. Through the visualization, you can get some idea about your data. What data see? You can get something. So you see here, one data point is far away from the rest of the data points. So these data points are consistent. Please make a note. So this is one point is far away from the data point. So if you compute the average hemoglobin, certainly your result will be affected. For example, I will close this. So visualization. Okay, visualization. First, I use the command plot. Please note it. Now you see what is another one plot. Okay, another one plot. The same thing. You see another one plot. Hemo. This is our data file. Box plot. Please make a note. Another command. Please make all is based on the command. You have to interact with us through the command only, just like the English slide. If you want to draw pie diagram, bar diagram, everything you can draw very easily. Please like the more time. Okay. So see here, plot. Next one is box plot. It looks like box. Okay. See here, in box. It is there, box is there. Why box is not clear, not clearly visible? Because this one data point far away from the rest of the data point. You see, almost all data points are like between 10 and 15 only. So 10 to 15 is here. You see the axis 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. So one data point is here. That's why your box is not clearly visible. So your data is inconsistent. Actually, your data is inconsistent. So through the visualization, you can gain some information about the data, and also you can give some interpretation about the data before doing any statistical analysis. That is possible. Okay. Now you see. So this is box plot. Okay. Previously scatter plot. If you want to see both plots, you see the command multi-frame row. Multi-frame row is equal to 1, 2. One row, 2 columns. Okay, now you see the device is ready to display the 2 plots in a single device. The 2 plots in a single device. Okay, first plot, then another plot. Here, this is a scatter plot for the given data. Simply, you are giving the plot. This one is box plot. Okay, so I will close this one in a single device. If you want, you can see this enlarged string. Okay, I will close it. So simply we learn these 2 commands, plot and box plot. Okay. Next, another one command is there. You make a note. Fip chart. These are the very basic chart. Fip chart. Fip chart. See here, all the data is here. One data is here. Yeah, I am giving only 9 data points. Suppose you have 1 crore data, it will display. It will display 1 crore data. It will display. Okay. So now I want to remove this 100. Then you look at the plot again. Okay. Now you see, take the hemoglobin data. Now clean the data. I'm going to clean the data. Okay. Clean hemoglobin content. So just to remove. Since it's a typography level, it looks like only 10, am I correct? Only 10. Instead of 10, I put 100. So now you see clean data. Now you can draw the chart. You can draw the chart. Chart clean data. Now you see, look at the data. Spread over the values lies between 10 and 15. See that? Similarly, you can draw the box plot. You can draw the box plot of clean data. Now you see it looks like very nice. Almost all the data within that box. Okay, so what this box plot tells us, the data should be consistent. Data is consistent. Data is normally distributed. So before doing your analysis, first you visualize your data through the box plot. If it is look like very nice, if it is look like normal, then you do your all kind of analysis. Otherwise, all the procedure you are going to use, that is the waste of that. Your result is unreliable. If your data is normal, then you can do any analysis. Then your result will be unreliable. Okay. So this is the plot. This is the minimum value. See here, minimum value. The maximum. This is the maximum 15. So this is referred as a Whisker box and Whisker plot. This is developed by John Whisker. Okay. Now you see what is this line? It is something like 25% of the data. First one. Quartile. In mathematics, we will call it as 25% of the system. That means Q1, first quartile. This is the median, 50%. Median, this is Q3, 75% below your data. Out of 9 data, 75% below 14. Here, 50% below 13. 25% below 12. Like you can see the data. Similarly here, above how many? 14. Okay, so above 14 is also data file is there. Below 12 is also there. Okay, this is nothing but interquartile range. That we are going to see in the next class, the summary of statistics. So look like so now it said your data is normally distributed. So previously you can see your plot. Suppose let us see the previous plot. Okay. Box plot of demo, then box plot of demo. So here, this is the previous plot. Previous plot contains the data point 100. So inside of 100, you put the data point as a 10. Now you see the data, your picture looks like very nice. So for your research purpose, this plot is very much important. Collect the data, visualize the data. That is very much important. Through the visualization, your visualization data shows this look like consistent. Then you can go for your data analysis. Otherwise, you need to convert the data into normal form. Inconsistent data into consistent stable data. Then only you can do your analysis. So this is the basic data analysis part. Okay. The next one is how to draw bar diagrams, pie diagrams, and other diagrams in statistical diagrams. Okay. For example, let us take some value. Suppose STC, short-term course, participants, number of participants. Let us see the number of participants. It will be 35 from biochemistry, then 45 from mathematics, 12 from what about other departments, computer science, then 25 from some other department, biochemistry. Okay, then 10. So likewise, we can give the data value. So what is STC? STC is nothing but it's capital letter. Am I correct? So 35, 45, 12, 15. You can give the names also. You can give the name. What is the name? Small letter. Names of STC. You can give. You can give what is the name? First one is biology. Then next one is mathematics. Next one is computer science. Next one is food or some other engineering, chemical engineering like that. You can give. Okay. The next one is I don't know. Simply you can put it other. That's all. Okay. Now you see what is STC. It is nothing number of participants, biological participants, biology department 35, mathematics department, PS department. It is there. Okay. Just you draw pie diagram. just like that English word. If you want to draw pi diagram, you can use the word pi only. Okay. So make a note the command pi. Pi of for the data SQC. Yeah. See the diagram. Mathematics, biochemistry, other engineering, CS. Okay. So if you want to change the color, that is also possible. Color equal to rainbow of sky. You can select the colors from rainbow. See here the color. We are giving the command rainbow. You can give it. Or if you want, you can separate color. Color blue, red, green, like just like it in this word, you can type it here. No problem. Okay. So this is very simple by diagram for the data. Similarly, if you want to see the bar diagram of this, what will happen? Did not find function. Okay. So what is the command?
Sir, excuse me, sir. One clarification, sir.
Yeah. Tell me.
Yeah, sir. If we need that numbers also to be inside the diagram, what we have to do, sir?
Madam, everything is possible.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah, it means is an question mark. Please make a note. Question mark
Okay, sir.
IG. Question mark PIG. Just you type. If you have any queries regarding that particular function, just question mark pi. Then you see it will give some HTML file. What are the arguments? Just you need to pass the argument here only. Please make a note. Label. You need to pass the argument here only. So your command is PIE. That's all. So within the parentheses, you need to pass the argument. You need to pass the legend. You see, the legend red color is bio, the pink color is other, the blue color is engineering, green color is. You can also give the legend here. Small part. That the command is there. Legend. The command is there. Okay. So here the command. Label, legend. Even you can change the radius. The radius of the circle, the pi diagram, the circle is 0.8 default. If you want, you can change the radius. Similarly, if you want to change the angle, density, everything. Okay. So some example is also there. So just to copy and paste it will execute in your or without your. So practice this example, then you can get a clear idea. Is it clear? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Just to copy it. For example, I will copy this. I will copy this. First, this one. Control. Here. Let's see. 5.2. Okay. This is the command. Sales values are stored in that value. Okay. Sales values are stored. Now, see that HTML string, where it is? Yeah. See the string. They are giving the names for that. Apple, blueberry. Okay. See the color. By default, it takes the color. Then you need to change the colors. That is also possible. See here. They are giving the color. Please see. Purple, violet, green. So just like that, you can also give the name here. See here, the color changes. What's the color here? The command is PIUG only. This is your data file. Next color. The first part color is purple, violet, green, pencil, cyan, white. So like that, you can change the color. Similarly, you can also give other color. Suppose black and white color. If you want, you can give the black and white color. See here, black and white. Sequence, gray color. This is sequence what? 0.4 to 1. 0.4 to 1. We are giving that command. So what is the command? The actual command is PIE only. You are giving the other command inside. So it is there in your help. You can go through each and every command is there. Each and every command, the help file is there. Okay. So if you want of time, I'm going to the next step.
Sir, excuse me, sir. Sir, good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, I have a question, sir.
So if we are drawing a pie diagram in R programming, how to transfer this pie diagram into some other application? Say for example, a Word file or some other file. Na? How to transfer that, sir?
I'll be sorry. If video,
Yes, sir.
yeah, right, my diagram. Yeah. So
Okay.
right click, copy. Right click, copy. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Next you see my Word file.
Okay, sir.
So my Word file, new, open. Just click
Okay.
it.
Oh, very simple. Okay, sir.
What you can change a crop, click, then you can crop it.
Okay, sir.
Crop in the size, resize, and everything. So you need to put a legend. That is very much important here. Okay. So let us see one day.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
You can put as a everything is possible. Or you can write a comment here, it will save as image. No problem.
Okay.
Now, let us see the other plot. What is your pie plot? Now next plot, the basic plot is bar plot. So bar plot, the command is bar plot. Please make a note. Bar plot. I will close it. So what is the command? Right. What is the command here? BAR plot. Don't put bar chart, bar, it won't give the result. So simply it's considered bar plot. You see here, bio. So through the visualization, mathematics participants are more when compared to all other departments. The next is the biochemistry department. Then after biochemistry, the number of participants more in the some engineering department. Then others, then others. So likewise you can see. Suppose if you want to change the color, simply you can change the color. You can put a separate color, or I can immediately I can put the rainbow. It is very easy for me. Rainbow. How many? 5 groups. So 5 groups. From rainbow you can select 5. Okay. So just like that you can give that experiment. Mark. Then suppose if you want to create multiple bar, stacked bar, component bar, that is also possible. That is also possible. You see here. Suppose the same bar plot, I want to see this side equal to true. This side equal to false. See here. That is it. This side equal to true. Sorry, not this side. Here you need to use horizontal. 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 Just like the English language. Suppose if it is error, simply you put question mark, then bar plot at the left hand. It will move on that way. Okay, you see here. I say like these are the arguments we can use. Okay, use it horizontal, like QRIZ only. Okay, like QRIZ. So again, no need to type. Use the arrow key, change this. This is your horizontal plot. Biochemistry, math, CS, English, and other. So like this, you can create with a bar plot. This is bar plot. The another one, stacked bar. Stacked bar. Suppose let us say the level is there. Yeah, this some matrix we have created. First student, the second student, the marks and everything is there. Okay, or you can take whatever it is, that student mark. We can draw this. We can draw this. For example, let us see bar plot of one. What will happen? See here, this is component. Stacked bar. First component, you see here, there are 5. First column, 23, 26. So this is the 23, next 26. The second component, this one. Third component, fourth component. So if you want to see only the 2 students, if you want to compare only 2 students, this is mark-wise comparing. First column, you compare to second column, third column, like this. If you want to compare row-wise, then it is also very easy. This is your the left-hand side. Transpose. You take the data, see the data, T of M. What is T of M? Transpose. Row becomes column, column becomes row. This is horizontal. two lines horizontal, that becomes your resistance. That's all. Now you draw the chart. Bar plot of transpose of that value or the line. See here, first student, second student. First student 5 subject marks, second student 5 subject marks. Okay. You can also use color rainbow of 5. Okay. So everything is possible. So you need to type similarly X label name, Y label name, the limit you can change 0 to 15, 0 to 50, 25 like that. So everything is possible. That is, you have to give the instruction here only. This won't change. Bar plot, the command won't change. You need to pass many arguments here. You can see the in the HTML help. So likewise, you can create the bar plot. Similarly, if you want to see that what is it? Bar plot, this is component part. If you want to see the multiple bar, then you can see decide equal to true. See the command decide equal to true, then you can see the multiple part. Clear? Decide. For example, I will decide equal to decide equal to. So this is the first subject mark, first student, second student, second subject mark. Sorry. Yes, first subject mark, second subject mark, third subject, fourth subject, fifth subject. First column, second column, third column, fourth column, fifth column. First student, second student. First student, second student. Comparing subject-wise students. Now, you see the next screen. This is student 1, this student 2, comparing the subject. Actually, previous diagram is good for comparison. If you want, you can use the color here. Color equal to rainbow of 3. Since only 2 components. You see here, student 1, student 2. Okay, so student 2 is better than student 1 by comparing the data by the visualization. You see this screen. See this screen. So student 1, red color. This is blue. Okay, so comparatively, greater than or equal to, almost the blue color is equal and more than that. Okay, so likewise you can get some interpretation through this. So this is the bar plot, a multiple bar plot, a stacked bar plot like that. So another one command, let us say, what is demo? Demo is there? Yeah, demo is there. Let us see one more. Suppose, listen, I want to create a height of 10 participants, weight of 10 participants. How will you create the data file? So data equal to edit data dot frame second close. Okay. Now you can type height, weight, like that. Okay. For example, 160, 170, 180, 157, 155. Okay. 120, 120. That is 6 participants. Okay. Next, here weight 65, 67, 68, 65, 69, 90. I will place this one. So what is DA? Height and weight. Let us change that variable also. That is also possible. You can change. Edit. See the command. Edit. DA. And change the variable. 1 second. This one is height. This one is the height and weight. Okay. Now you see height and weight. I use H. Okay. So this one data file. Now you see the plot. Here, please see. Previously we have only one data sample, hemoglobin level. Okay. So plot chemo. We have plotted. What will happen? See, this is the plot. Only one variable, hemoglobin content of a particular patient. Now, 6 participants height and weight are there. There are 2 components are there. Okay. Now we type same command. Plot, what's it? DA data, plot of D. See the plot? See the plot? Only 6 data is, that's why like initialize the figure is here. But you see, one data is here. Here also you see one data is here. So it does not look like a normal. Almost all the 5 participants' height and weight are here. But one participant height is 120, but the weight is 90. So OPC for the participant. Please check it. Okay. So this is nothing but what? Scatter plot. This is nothing but what? Scatter plot. Scatter plot. So I want to generate 100 participants. For example, this is only very few. Let's say your ticket is like that. I want to generate 100 participants. Data file. Okay. Or equal to, suppose let us say height is equal to or norm of some 100 participants. Height maybe some 140 to 20. I'm giving this command. Or norm. So if the mathematics background is there, just I'm generating data. Please see them. Or norm. That is based on the normal distribution. Select the random number. 100 random number. So what is height? 100 participant data is the height data. So if you want, you can round it. No problem. You can round. Round. Use the command round. Now, see what is the data? 100 participants weight is there. Now I want to generate 100 participant weight. 100 participant weight data. The mean weight, I'm giving the mean weight and standard deviation weight. This is nothing but what? Mean and standard deviation. That we will see later. This is 100 participants. I want to generate 100 participants weight. Okay. Now you see. Now, so C is there, D is there. So there are two there. So if you want to, you can combine C and D as a make a data frame and everything, or you can put simply plot C, D, X, Y. That's all. What is the first one? Is X axis, C capital. This is Y axis. Okay, plot. This is where your data. This is the scatter diagram. Height of 100 participants. Here, height. That's your percentage. Y axis represents the height. So I will generate 100 participants immediately. If you want, you can make it as data frame. Edit, make it as data frame. S is equal to data dot frame of C, D. Okay. If you want, you can see edit it. See, create within fraction of second 100 participants state and weight I will create it. Similarly, if you want to compute the body mass index, immediately you can compute body mass index. What is body mass index? BMI is equal to height divided by weight power C, meter, in meter square. So 100 points, sorry, B is a capital letter, please make a note. Now see the BMI, body mass index, sorry, weight divided, if you change the formula, actually weight divided by weight divided by weight divided by height in meter square. Okay, again you can round it, and then very easy to see. So what is BMI? See here. So I want to add in that data file, you can change this, what is it, data frame, comma, BMI. Now you can see the data file. So we have created C and D, BMI. Then again you can put it here, obesity, normal, underweight. So like that you can create your own data file here using the ML. So how many participants, how many, you can generate more number of data, not only 100, you can generate 100 crore data, age, weight, height, BP, blood pressure, sugar, everything you can generate and store in your file. So you see the plot of X. So this X, what is X here? Please see, what is X? X combined. So you didn't see the head, you didn't see. So better you can put head X. That means it will display the first few record. First few 6 record. You see the header name is here. Height, weight, body mass. Simply put X, then it will display last data point within the screen. So if you want to the header, what will be available in the name of the variable, you can see. Similarly, you can put tail command, it will display the last few records. Right command display the last first 2 record, first 6 record. Similarly, tail command display the last 6 record. You see the variable name. Okay. Suppose if you want to find out the key variable, you see x dollar. This is the index. You can get separate from the x. You can extract the data from the data file. You see, from the data file, extract the data DMI. Extract DMI data from the data file name. You see, so this dollar symbol is used to extract a specific data values from that. Okay, please make it. Now, so what is plot of x? See here, see the plot. The first, this one is height and weight. X axis is right, y axis is right. This one is height, x axis is DMI. So how many variables? We have 3 variables. That's why all the scatter plots are displayed. Each one is having the variable. So you see, this is horizontal. This represents height. This represents weight. Similarly, what about this one? This one is height. This one is weight. Y axis, this is the weight. Here, y axis, you see height. You see here, the axis is there. So in the y axis is this side. Here, y axis is weight. 20, 40, 50. You see the data point. Here that you can. So you see here, what is it? Body mass index increases when weight increases. See the interpretation. Body mass index increases when weight increases. When weight increases, automatically body mass index. Similarly, you see height. When height increases, body mass index increases. So likewise, you can give some interpretation. Suppose if you want to see the plot of x dollar body mass index, x y axis x dollar weight. Okay, you can give. You can give only 2 variables. X axis body mass index, y axis weight variable. Now you see the scale body mass index. When weight increases, body mass index also increases. So it shows that positive correlation. Body mass index and weight are correlated variables. Okay. So likewise, we can give some interpretation. I think due to want of time, I will continue, but it's a problem for lunch. Okay, for you. So better, shall we wind up? So I think the visualization part is over. The next part, we are going to discuss the concept descriptive strategies in the next class. Okay. So one more diagram, I will wind up with that diagram. Histogram, yeah, very good. Histogram is there. That's also very much useful for whether the data is normally distributed or not. For example, what is the value? C contains data. Now I'm going to display histogram. Please make a note. The diagram HIST. Please make it. HIST. The command in simply English letter. Histogram. Hist of what is the data here? The data here. C. Okay. See the diagram. Histogram. So it just look like normal. Normal means it looks like a bell shape. You see, so that's also possible to draw the bell shape because here. So you see the midpoint. You connect the midpoint, you will get the normal. Similarly, if you want to see the weight, whether it is normally distributed or not, see here. Okay, so it's a histogram type. So just you are using the English word only, plot, box plot, pie diagram, bar plot, the histogram. So if you want to multiple bar diagram, you need to use the command. What is the command for multiple bar diagram? Decide you need to use. Suppose if you want to horizontal bar diagram, you want to use the arrow. So this type of arguments you need to pass inside. Similarly, what are the other arguments you are passing? Color. Similarly, X limit, Y limit, etc. So everything you can see use the self file you can get it. For example, question mark. See the histogram. What are the arguments? How many breaks you want? 0 to 10, 10 to 25 breaks, 10 breaks. What about the title? You can give using the title name. Okay. For example, here previous let us see any one diagram. Very basic diagram. Yeah, the pie diagram. This is pie diagram. If you want to give a title, simply you can type inside only we are passing argument. Names equal to category of participant. Participant category. Likewise, you can give title. So here in the top participant category. Okay, I will wind up this session. Please, I leave to the organizer. Organizer. Organizer.
Hello.
Yeah.
Parvada ma'am.
Yeah, it's a time line. Okay.
Sir?
Yeah.
Yeah, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, you can, Parada ma'am, you can proceed.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
We have a Q&A section, ma'am.
Yeah.
Any queries in the chat box?
No, ma'am.
I think Anuradha ma'am has already asked the question. So feedbacks are only there, sir. Excellent session. Thank you, Anuradha ma'am. Okay. Yes, Parada ma'am, you can take.
Thank you, ma'am. It's clear, ma'am. No doubt so far. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your
Okay.
very impressive class. Thank you for sharing the impressive session, sir. Hereby I call Mrs. Shamina ma'am to give the vote of thanks for today's session.
So the coming class,
Thank you.
please see the screen. These are the topics we are going to see in the coming class. Visualization at the
Thank you, sir.
from 11 to 16.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. So, respected Managing Trustee of RBS Educational Trust, Dr. S. Sandal Ganesh, respected Principal Dr. T. Shivkumar, Vice Principal Dr. M. P. Ayapadas, Deputy Star College Coordinator Dr. Dhanabalan, sir, and respected COE Madam, Professor Dr. Meera Madam, and all teaching fraternity who has been gathered over here. On behalf of the management, myself, Shamina, take this privilege to give away the vote of thanks for today's FIP on online short-term course on biostatistics and R programming. At this outset, I'd like to thank Dr. Muthakrishnan, sir, Professor, Department of Statistics, Bharatiya University, Coimbatore, for giving away their lively session on descriptive statistics. Thank you, sir. The diagram, the description, what you gave was really fantastic. The descriptive statistics, hypothesis testing, and the classification testing, all these things will be really useful for us in the research part. So I also like to thank all the teaching faculty who have been gathered from RBS and also from other institutions. I also thank my co-organizer from the Department of Mathematics, Mrs. Indumati ma'am, and the senior professor, Dr. Palaniswamy sir, and all the teaching faculty from the Department of Biochemistry and from the Department of Mathematics for making this session a grand success. Thank you one and all. So tomorrow, since it is Independence Day, it will be a holiday. So we'll meet you again on Monday, 16th of August, right by 11:30 a.m. Stay tuned to us. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Over to you, Parada.
Thank you, ma'am. Happy Independence Day. We can leave here.
Thank you.
So the recorded session.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Recorded sessions will be given.